a king before whom the winds bowed. The birds of paradise saluted him, and armies of jinn and humans stood in obedience. But all of this was granted to a young man whose heart held nothing above the love of Allah. This is the story of the greatness and humility of Prophet Sulayman, Solomon, عليه السلام. It all began with that moment when Allah decided to grant him kingship. The son of Prophet David عليه السلام, still standing at the threshold of youth. One night he stood before Allah and made just one prayer. My Lord, grant me a kingdom that will not belong to anyone after me. Allah accepted his prayer, and then began the most astonishing scene in human history. The wind would be commanded, flow only by Sulayman's order. The wind lifted his throne and carried him thousands of miles within hours. Armies of birds, hosts of jinn, even wild beasts understood his speech. One day a bird reported, O Prophet of Allah, to the south lies the kingdom of Queen Bilqis. She and her people worship the sun. Sulayman alayhi salam immediately wrote a letter. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. Do not prostrate to anyone except Allah. Come to me in submission as Muslims. The hoopoe carried the letter and dropped it onto the glass throne of the queen. Queen Bilqis consulted her ministers. They were afraid. Sulayman's armies fly with the wind. We cannot fight them. She sent gifts, gold, jewels, slaves. But Sulayman alayhi salam returned them and said, Do you want to buy me with wealth? What Allah has given me is far better than all your treasures. Either accept faith or prepare for war. Queen Bilqis decided, I must go myself and see who this prophet king. Sulayman said, Change it slightly. Let us see if she recognizes it. When Queen Bilqis arrived, she was first shown a magnificent glass palace. Water flowed beneath it, and the glass shone like a lake. Thinking it was water, she lifted her garment to step over. Sulayman alayhi salam smiled. This is glass. Her pride shattered in that moment. Then she saw her throne. She said, It resembles my throne exactly. And she immediately proclaimed faith. My Lord, I have wronged myself. Now I submit along with Sulayman to Allah, the Lord of all worlds. This was the same queen before whom kings bowed. And Allah brought her to bow before Sulayman, without a sword, without an army. But Sulayman alayhi salam's life was not only greatness, it was humility. By day he was a king, but by night, the weeping servant of Allah. Once a bird was missing. He said, Punish the hoopoe. Just then it arrived and said, Forgive me, I bring news you do not know. Another time, he commanded a bird of prey to fly carefully over the valley of ants. The ants warned each other, Hide in your homes, lest Sulayman and his army crush you unknowingly. Sulayman alayhi salam smiled and prayed, My Lord, enable me to be grateful for your blessings and to do righteous deeds that please you. On another journey, a farmer saw the army from afar and said, Look, the army of Sulayman. His mother scolded him. First say Sulayman, then his army. Respect the prophet before the soldiers. Sulayman alayhi salam heard this and began to cry, Oh Allah, even this old woman has more respect than I do. And then comes the final moment. He was standing in worship, leaning on his staff. His soul was taken, yet his body remained upright. The jinn thought he was still alive and continued building his structures. Months passed. Then Allah sent termites that ate through his staff. The staff broke. His body fell. Only then did the jinn realize, if we had known the unseen, we would not have stayed in humiliation. This was that king before whom winds, jinn, birds, and beasts bowed. Yet every night he bowed and cried before Allah. His kingdom was the greatest on earth, but his heart was the most humble before his Lord. Allah said in the Quran, "We subjected the wind to Sulayman. Its morning journey was a month, and its evening journey was a month. And we made a stream of molten copper flow for him, and the jinn worked for him by the command of his Lord. O Allah, just as you granted Sulayman greatness and humility, protect us from arrogance and grant us gratitude." This was the complete story of Prophet Sulayman, عليه السلام. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, so the stories of Prophet Isa and Prophet Musa also reach you. May Allah allow us to follow in the footsteps of these noble messengers. Ameen.